Okay, gorgeous people, welcome to your morning flow to open the heart. Come to find a comfortable seated position on your mat to start. Just start grounding into the floor, into your body. Come to connect with your breath, perhaps bringing the palms to touch. And just setting an intention for your day or for your practice. A little moment of silence. And then we're going to bring the thumbs to interlace and start to reach the hands forward and up, using that link of the thumbs to really pull away from one another. Think of pulling yourself up and out of the hips. Good. Inhaling, expanding into the side of the lungs, the back of the lungs. And then as you exhale, reaching over to the side, grounding the left hand, reaching the right hand overhead. Nice inhaling into the side body. You can peel the face up to the sky if that feels nice. Lovely, then come back to center, interlace the thumbs at the top as you take a deep inhale again, lifting up and out of the hips, creating loads of space in the torso. And then as you exhale, reaching over to the right this time, right hand grounds to the earth, left hand reaches over. Good, keep inhaling into the side body, creating space. Ground through the left thigh as much as you can, and then coming back up to center. Reach the hands behind you now, so fingertips come behind you on the mat or the floor. And just roll the shoulders back, round and down, opening the chest, opening the collarbone. You can even tip the head back a little bit. Good, imagine the elbows are trying to draw in towards one another. And then start to soften your body over the legs as you exhale. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Feel that lovely stretch through the back. Good, bringing yourself back up now, option this time to press into the fingers. Start to lift the hips up, almost coming onto the knees as you open the hips, open the front of the body. Good, rotating the tops of the shoulders round, and then bring the sit bones down and exhale as you fold down over to the earth. Take a little shake of the head here, perhaps release any tension. And then again, bring the body up, press into the fingers, opening the body, lifting the hips up to the sky. Maybe tilt the head back a little bit this time. Feel that opening in the chest and the heart space. And then bring yourself down, tuck the chin to the chest and fold the body over, reaching the hands out in front this time, getting a full back stretch, a full neck stretch. Let the head hang down towards the earth. You can close your eyes here, just find out where your inner roadmap is in this moment. And then once you're ready, start to bring yourself back up to seated, head over heart over hips. And we'll come to meet in an all fours position, tabletop pose. We'll take some cat-cows here. So as you inhale, soften the belly as you lift the tailbone, open the chest and the face. Exhale to tuck the tailbone underneath, push the floor away from you. Good. Inhale to soften through. And exhale, curve your way up, create space at the back of the heart. And again, inhale, soften through, open the chest, the collarbone, the heart. And exhale, curve it all underneath, chin comes to chest. And take one more round of these with your breath. And come back to tabletop and then shift forward, lower the heart space through the hands. And then start to slide your way down to your front. Good, you can take the feet a little bit wider here. Take an inhale as you press yourself up to cobra pose, elbows tuck in. And then exhale to fold yourself down. Nice, you can take the fingertips off the mat if you would like. Inhale to rise up. And exhale to wave back down to the earth. Good, and again, inhale, rising the body up. And then staying up this time, just take a little cheeky look over your right shoulder. And then a cheeky look over the left shoulder. Come back to centered, lift up. And then exhale to fold yourself down. Good, tuck the toes under, push back through the knees to child's pose when you're ready. Reach the hands out in front. Good, sit bones traveling and making their way to your heels. Feel the length of your spine. Let your forehead just relax onto the floor and then start to curve your way up to sit on the knees. Nice, my friends. Take an inhale to reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, rotate the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. Use your inhale, draw the hands down as you open the shoulder blades. Take a big shoulder roll back, opening the chest. And then as you exhale, start to fold the body over the legs, letting the hands almost make their way up towards the sky, maybe even further if you have the availability in the body. Good, and just work at drawing the tops of the shoulders away from the floor. You can either take a little rock to one side, let the hands take you that way, and then to the other, massaging your forehead at the same time. And then come back to center and just very gently lifting the hips up from the heels. And then start to bring yourself all the way up to stand on your heels. Draw the hands down to the floor as you open the chest. And then release the hands, reach them all the way up to the sky. From here, you're going to shift the weight into the left foot and then step the right foot forward to come to low lunge pose, bringing the palms down to heart center. A little balancing technique to get the leg there. Good, and then start to send the hips forward and down, keeping the tailbone tucked under, reaching the arms up to the sky. And we're going to take a little shoulder opening position with our arms here. So left hand is going to reach down the back, right arm is going to sweep underneath, and see if you can bring the fingertips to touch. If not, grab your strap and start to creep the hands from either side. Good, as you send the hips forward and down, just start to tilt the head back into the left arm. Working at opening our shoulders, our chest at the same time. And then from here, using your core, start to send the hips backwards as we come to half split pose, straightening the front leg. Good, softening the body over if you can. We're going to move between these two poses, so just have a little humility here, maybe tuck the back toe underneath. If you wobble a little bit, it doesn't matter, just come back in, or perhaps release one hand. Just have a go, use your core, use your standing leg at the front. Good, and then come to find your half split pose, releasing the hands after you've had a go, and just start to soften the body over your extended leg. Nice, drawing that right hip crease back in space. And then we're going to shift forward into the right leg. Start to turn yourself to the long edge of the mat, flaring the left leg behind you, bringing the right hand to the inside of the right foot, and opening out to extended side angle pose, but on the floor. You can bring the knee onto the thigh if that's what you usually do, or maybe bring the hand to a block on the inside of the foot. Good, reaching the top arm overhead. Tuck the tailbone under and find that glorious side stretch here. Option to take a bind if you want to have a little bit of a challenge here, wrapping the right arm underneath, reaching the left hand behind you. Good, using that to open up the chest, spiral the chest and the face to the sky. Good, my friends, then releasing the bind if you were in one, reach the arm overhead, and then come all the way up onto the left knee, straighten the right leg, keep cartwheeling the arms over to find the floor with the left hand, reach the right hand overhead. Good, taking a lovely side stretch the other way. You can reach the toes up to the sky if that feels nice. Maybe your underneath hand has come to a block. And then option to stay here if you want to raise the right leg. Maybe bend it and give yourself a bit of a thigh stretch by drawing the heel into the glute. Then you can. Remember, this is your practice. Stay where it feels good to you. If you want more of a heart opener, then option to press the foot into the hand and using that to really open across the chest. Good for balance as well. Remember to keep breathing throughout whatever you chose. And then if you took the leg off, bring the leg back down to the floor. We're going to rotate to the back of the mat. Plant the right toes, draw the left knee into the nose as you push away from the floor. And then take it all the way back to a three-legged dog. Left leg extends out behind you. Press into the hands. Good. And then release the foot down to come to your downward facing dog. Lovely, my friends. Have a little moment here, maybe keeping the knees soft. You can do a few risings of the heels as you inhale, and then possibly softening them, guiding them to the floor as you exhale. And then we'll come all the way down to our knees. To come to the other side, reach the arms above the head. Shift the weight into the right leg this time and step the left leg forward to low lunge. Good, draw your palms down to heart center. Establish your grounding with the front foot and then just start to send the hips forward and down. Good, then reaching the arms up overhead. We're going to bend the right arm this time, reaching it round the back, and sweep the left one underneath. Again, seeing if you can interlace the fingers, perhaps grab your strap again. And then use this bind, this position, to tilt the head back into the hands. Breathe into the opening in the chest, the opening in the shoulders. And then using your core with control, start to send the hips back, straightening the front leg and bowing the body forward as much as you can. Good, coming through when you're ready on your inhale to low lunge. And then use your exhale to travel back to half split. Again, just have fun with this, explore where your body is, explore using your body and your core with no hands. And then come to find your half split, bringing the fingers to the floor. And use your exhales to soften and go a little bit deeper. And then start to shift the weight forward, bring the hand to the inside of the leg as we rotate to the long edge of the mat, coming to side angle pose on the floor. Good, again, elbow can come to the thigh, hand can come to a block. You choose your version, my friend. Nice, tailbone tucked under, glutes are engaged here. And again, option to try a bind or half a bind if you like. Start to bring the body a little bit lower so you can wrap the arm underneath. And then perhaps take the top arm and wrap it round as well. Good, then releasing your bind, reach the right arm overhead and come all the way up on top of the knee, straightening the left leg. Keep rotating round to ground the right hand. Good, left hand reaches overhead. Stretching and breathing into the whole of the left side of the body. Perhaps you lift the left leg here and reach round for the foot, drawing the heel into the glutes, or perhaps you stay exactly where you are. Just knowing that where you choose is right for you. If you want a little bit of a play, then pressing the foot into the hand and using that to spiral the chest open. Playing with a lot of balance and core here today. Good, then releasing the foot. If you had hold of it, come back round to the top of the mat, ground the left heel, tuck the right knee to the nose, curving the spine, and then send the right leg back, three-legged dog. Good, easing the heel down, press into the hands, and then release the foot down to come to downward facing dog. Good, my friends, take what you need here. If you want to take a few waves, rolling through the spine to plank and then softening the knees to push back to downward dog. If you'd rather take a child's pose and have a little rest, or perhaps use your downward dog as your place to come back to reconnect with the breath. And then wherever you are, rolling through to plank pose, and then taking your flow, drop the knees, chest, chin, or lower down through Chaturanga Dandasana. And then when you're ready, take yourself back to child's pose. Have a little rock from side to side, maybe. And then start to roll yourself up to sit on the heels. Nice, my friends. From here, just coming round to bring both legs out in front of you. Going to take one leg and bring it in, hugging the knee into the chest, and then take the foot over the extended leg. Nice, hugging the knee with the opposite arm and reaching the other arm behind you to come into a lovely twist. You can maybe bring the elbow to the outside of the knee if you've got space here. Alternatively, if you want a little bit more and you want to take a bind, then that same arm, reach the forearm underneath the knee and reach the other arm around the back, seeing if you can grab the fingertips. Wherever you are, use the arms to sit nice and tall on the sit bones. And then come back round to center. Release the foot back over, stretching the leg out long. And then we'll take an inhale to reach the arms up, and exhale as you hinge at the hips, folding over the legs into Paschimottanasana. Good, perhaps you choose to keep the back nice and straight, drawing the shoulder blades down the spine. Or perhaps you choose to curve the spine, letting the head hang nice and loose. Just having a go with both, noticing how different they feel. And then coming back out the way we came, reaching the arms forward and up. And then draw the other knee into the chest this time. Take the foot over the extended leg. And give it a hug with the opposite arm, reaching the other arm behind you. Perhaps you stay here or connect the elbow with the outside of the thigh or the knee. Just making sure we're sitting nice and tall on top of the sit bones. Again, if you want to take your bind, then reaching the arm or the hand under the knee. Noticing that if the shoulders become hunched, you've perhaps gone a little too far, so maybe take a step back. Good, then releasing the leg as well. Reach the arms up again, and exhale, folding over the legs. Good, you can close your eyes here. Coming into an active stretch, or perhaps a passive one, you get to choose. Whatever feels right for you, whatever feels needed for your body in this moment. And then start to roll yourself back up to seated. Take a little shoulder roll. Good, we're going to point the toes, bring the hands behind you, fingertips facing in. And then start to press into the hands and the feet as we come to a reverse plank pose. Good, squeeze the glutes, lifting the hips up to the sky. You can drop the head back as well. And then start to lower the sit bones down. Good, feeling lovely. Come back to your seated position. Nice, my friend. Take a little moment. Notice how you feel. Then reach the arms up to the sky, palms touch at the top. Draw them down to your heart center. Good. Thank yourself for your wonderful practice today. Take a moment to reconnect to your breath, reconnect to your intention. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day. Namaste.